Have you ever felt like you're feeling everything, and at the same time nothing at all? As if your emotions were ingredients tossed into a blender, fear, joy, anger, guilt, all mixed together, with no idea what's what. Carl Jung, one of the greatest names in depth psychology, described this kind of state as a clear sign of inner conflict. In this video, we'll explore how Jungian theory explains this emotional confusion, this true psychological milkshake, and what we can do to understand each ingredient of our inner chaos. Jung said that we all have a shadow, parts of ourselves that we hide, deny, or reject. Unresolved emotions, old traumas, forbidden desires, all of that gets stored in this dark corner of the psyche. When that shadow starts to emerge, we feel a mixture of feelings that are hard to name. The result? A real emotional breakdown, as if we were drinking a milkshake made of anxiety, guilt, and fear. The persona is the mask we wear to adapt to society. The problem is when we confuse that mask with who we really are. When life forces us to face our true self, the contrast between the persona and what's behind it creates intense confusion. Emotions short-circuit, and we lose our inner sense of direction. Inside, each of us lives several universal characters, the archetypes. The hero who wants to win, the orphan who feels abandoned, the sage who searches for meaning. In moments of crisis, these archetypes may all show up at once, each pulling you in a different direction. The result? More emotional confusion, like your psyche is at war with itself. Jung believed that we carry within us symbols and patterns, inherited from humanity, the collective unconscious. Sometimes what we feel isn't even entirely ours. We're influenced by myths, cultural beliefs, and social traumas. This deepens the emotional confusion, leaving us feeling lost inside something much bigger than we can fully understand. But there's a way out. For Jung, individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are, is the path to reorganize this emotional milkshake. It's when we start to recognize and integrate the shadow, balance persona and essence, and consciously give space to the archetypes living within us. The chaos begins to make sense, and what was once a shapeless mix becomes a clearer, more authentic identity. Emotional confusion is not a sign of weakness, but an invitation to discovery. Jung shows us there is wisdom in the chaos. You just need the courage to look within. If you enjoyed this dive into Jungian psychology, give it a like. Share it with someone who's trying to understand their emotions, and subscribe to the channel for more reflections on the human mind. And tell me in the comments, which part of the emotional milkshake did you identify with the most?